Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Sagittarius. How are you guys, Sag? Hope you're well. Let's see what the overall energies are surrounding you this week. See if there's something good. Let's focus on that positive. Sagittarius, the overall energies. There we go. Oh, we have some questions. Why? This one's coming out a lot. Yeah, so there's definitely an energy of why. Now, this card I find a little difficult at times. I mean, everybody has questions. They want to know something. So we shall see what this is. So I see to the sea. So someone here is kind of drifting along. They're in their emotions. Someone's trying to figure out how they feel about a situation. So maybe someone wants to know how someone feels about them here. Because it's a 7. To me, a 7 is someone who is trying to figure something out. They want to fix it. Okay? So it's someone who's drifting along in their emotions. I'm going to pull out one more here for Sagittarius. Oops. Yeah, so there's some kind of blessing here. So it's about a blessing. Be a little blessing in disguise here where someone's trying to figure out how they feel or how someone feels about them. So we shall see. Why don't we just ask, how does this person feel about the person who's drifting along here? The Magician. So maybe someone's trying to manifest. It has to do with someone being prepared to create, someone who's trying to create something new by manifesting and having all the tools and information. Somebody wants to know why somebody manipulated, okay, or why someone's trying to manifest this energy. It has to do with communication. So I feel there's a need to communicate. With the Magician, manifesting through communication. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Why somebody's not reciprocating, why they didn't give. See, maybe it's something to do with this blessing. This could be a little side message as well. I often see this as a blessing in disguise. Right? Sometimes let a person go figure out how they feel. Just let them drift on, distance yourself from this person, let them figure out how they feel. Because it's a person who sometimes need to do that. They need to figure this out. And often I see this as an energy of a fixer-upper too, you see. It's energy where somebody is constantly giving to someone and the other person's manipulating them so they can the other person keeps giving and they don't give much. So it has to do with reciprocity. Some of you I can see here, someone's definitely questioning an energy here. Now this could be something different where some of you are putting a lot of money away. You're trying to manifest. You're using creativity to manifest more money. Maybe putting out more money than is coming in. Okay, so there could be questions there. Yeah, it's energy of drifting. It definitely feels emotional though. So we have the moon. Yeah, there's a little bit of a mystery. A little bit of confusion. There's someone here who needs to face their fears. See, this is someone who's doing shadow work. See, they're drifting along. This is someone who needs to kind of fix something. They need to fix themselves. I mean, sometimes it's that fixer-upper, right? Where you keep giving to somebody and they, you keep trying to help them do whatever it is you can because you're trying to manifest, but they're not giving in return. Okay, they're giving you nothing in return. So let's see what this is all about. Sagittarius, yeah. So it has to do with change and the world. So it has to do with somebody. Now this could be, generally it's a feeling to me of just feeling on top of the world because there's change. And it's definitely an energy of growth, personal growth. But I feel it has to do with someone wants to know if someone's changed how they feel. Or someone wants to know why somebody keeps coming back around and they don't reciprocate. Because I feel there's this breadcrumbing energy. We all know the breadcrumbing is when somebody doesn't give you what you need. They don't communicate. They toss the breadcrumbs. They're secretive. They're hiding something. So, and I can see the 7 of Pentacles. So it has to do, it has to do with somebody investing. So it has to do with investing in change. Now this is sometimes abundance starting to flow. Things are starting to move. There's some kind of blessing. So sometimes it's meant to be. Sometimes I say it's a blessing in disguise to leave somebody to go figure out how they feel. They need to figure out how they feel before they come forward because there's this confusion. This is the moon. This is someone doing doing shadow work, having to face those fears within themselves. It's an energy of, what is this person afraid of? You know, and I'm going to tell you what it is. I feel is this person feels you want something. They feel that they're being manipulated, you see. So it's an energy of figuring something out here. So someone feeling somebody wants something, so they don't give anything. Yeah, and there we have the Seven of Wands. So this has to do with feeling a little defensive. Somebody might have been a little critical. See, and sometimes it's also, you see that, someone's being critical. They're pointing something out here, and it's making the other person feel defensive, where the other person feels they need to defend themselves. It's when somebody's pointing that finger, right? It's guarded, it's defensive. It's also an energy of someone who's pushing someone away because they behave this way. So I feel someone here is, like I say, they're hiding something. They're keeping someone at arm's length, and someone wants to know why. It may be you. But it could be yourself as well. And you might be defensive too, because this person, maybe they're pushing you away, you know, so you're becoming defensive when they come towards you because they're not really invested. This is someone waiting patiently for something to pay off, waiting for some kind of change. I don't know if this is a person who is ever going to change, to be honest. It's possible. There could be, like I say, there's some kind of blessing here. So let's be hopeful for those of you that are in this energy. Tell me about this Magician. Yeah, so you got some Gemini energy. Could be Libra, Aquarius. See, someone's questioning, say why. And someone's speaking the truth. Why are you not reciprocating? Why don't you give? What are your secrets? What are you hiding? You see? Yeah, because we have someone here who's rushes in, rushes out. They keep someone arms like they keep pushing someone away, but yet they keep coming back in. So eventually, the Queen of Swords is like, oh, wait a minute, swords up. Wait a minute, you know, what is it that you want? Why do you keep doing this? Why do you rush in? Why do you rush out? Maybe it's a message to say, to just confront the person and say, hey, you know, but sometimes the Queen of Swords can be critical, okay? Somebody's pointing something out here, but sometimes the Queen of Swords can be a little harsh or a little critical. So the other person gets guarded. So they start to get defensive. They feel like someone's pushing their buttons, right? Yeah. So there's definitely an energy of someone having to face a fear. Now, it could be confronting somebody, fear of confrontation. Okay. And they're trying to figure out how, I feel it's someone who's trying to figure out how someone feels. Do they feel the same or have they changed? 3 cards just fell. Yeah. See, there's definitely an energy of that emotional. See how someone conducts themselves, the way they behave. It's definitely a communication where 2 people aren't on the same page, but it has to do with the way someone's behaving, their habits, you see. It could be the way they're raised, something that's just become a habit, whatever it is. So there it is. Yeah, so it could be an energy of change, forming new habits. So somebody's trying to point something out, but sometimes people are harsh, they're critical, sometimes even cruel with a 7 here. So I definitely feel there's something to look at there, whether it's you or this person. But I definitely can see why, because we've got someone here who's choosing their words wisely, choosing their battles. This is a person who I feel... Now, this could be to do with a commitment or somebody not having faith in someone because of it. So then this person comes in and changes, and the other person's still guarded. The other person's going, wait a minute. Hold on a minute here. Okay, I'm not so, because this is also my believer card where someone stands up for themselves. I don't believe you, right, that you've changed. And that's what I feel. Something's happening there. There's this Queen of Pentacles. So it has to do with someone feeling safe and secure. So I feel we got someone here who's in this energy of grounding themselves, looking at someone focused on their money, someone just spending time at home, doing their thing, very grounded. But it's an energy of the way someone conducts themselves. Someone's not so sure they see a future. So here's this opportunity. This person comes in, offers another opportunity, but it's confusing. Okay. So yeah, I feel like someone doesn't see a future with someone because of the way they're behaving. So they're being called out on it. But the other person is someone who chooses their battles. So this is someone who comes rushing in and out because of it. But I feel like it's something that they're kind of, like I say, they're doing it to themselves. And sometimes, you know, the Queen of Swords is discerning, questioning. Someone who speaks up, speaks their mind, you know. And I feel the other person's kind of like... They rush in and rush out quickly because, like I say, this is someone chooses their battles. Yeah, so there's this opportunity here with the Hierophant. It's a new opportunity, a fresh new start. Someone may be coming in to offer that. And now we have the Queen of Pentacles looking at this situation going, I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. I don't know if I can feel comfortable around this person, you know, because they rush in and out. Because it has, the Queen of Pentacles is all about being comfortable. It's all about, the Queen of Pentacles likes to prepare ahead. So you could be just getting a heads up. Sometimes the Queen of Pentacles shows up on reading because you're just getting a heads up to prepare. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles compares ahead. But I feel someone has a habit, or it's just like the way someone's conducting themselves. I feel like you're just not having faith in this person if it's yourself. Yeah, and then we have, there it is. See, there's an energy of emotional fulfillment, so it's some kind of change. I think you're going to get a question answered, yeah. So it's to do with a choice in love, some kind of bond or connection. It's about investing in love. See, we have 2 sevens. So it's about investing, being patient, waiting patiently for somebody to invest. And it looks like a commitment. But somebody has this habit of rushing in and out, and it has to do with some kind of fear. Now, I don't know if they're afraid that the Queen of Swords up, or they're afraid someone is manipulating them and they want something from them, because they're not reciprocating, you know. Why are you not reciprocating? Why are you not talking? Stop breadcrumbing me, whatever is being said there, right? Yeah. Oh, I can see it. So, yeah, someone's having a light bulb moment. See, this is energy where the light bulb goes up. Aha, I get it, you see. So this has to do with success and victory. So there's something to do with a yes. Whatever it is you're asking here, I feel there's this energy of yes. But I think it has to do with this sword, the question. Somebody wants to know. They want to know the truth. Do you have someone else? Are you reaching out to other people? Whatever the situation, because there's definitely a breadcrumbing energy. Tell me about the why. What is this why all about? It has to do with the wand. Yeah, it's passionate new beginning. It's an energy of growth, passion, creativity, but it's also an energy of someone who's focused on the physical. There's a physical attraction. Someone's trying to figure out why someone's attracted to them. So there's the other question. Someone wants to know why someone's attracted to them. Someone here may not feel attracted, so they might feel a little defensive, you know. Like I say, it's an energy of someone who's kind of guarded. It's going to be some kind of truth. Someone's coming in to speak the truth here. Yeah, see, it's about playing fair, speaking the truth about marriage or commitment. Like I say, even the way they conduct themselves. But it has to do with balance and being fair. Ooh, I feel like we got something going to be cleared up in a nutshell here. Tell me about To the Sea. There we go. Yeah, so we've got someone here, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Some strong Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Looks like Taurus. Gemini. Strong Gemini. So this is this energy here. Someone who's... Now, I gotta tell you, there's somebody here who said something. Because when I see all this Libra, Gemini energy, it's interesting because I can see this Knight of Swords, someone who rushes in without thinking, or someone spoke too hasty. They didn't think before they said something, whatever the situation. But I can tell you here, I feel there's this person who's... doesn't mean this person's a Gemini. Could be this person, but there's definitely a Libra Gemini energy here. So it has to do with this, it always has to do with balance and decision and indecision. See, this is someone who rushes in before they really know what they want, and then they rush out, or they communicate, because it's also a card of communication. It's cerebral thinking or communication, but it's about taking action. And somebody who's generally in a hurry, they're rushing in. It's like an energy of someone who doesn't want someone to get away, but when they come in, they don't necessarily, they come in and out very, very quickly. So there's been some kind of communication here. Something went awry. Can't quite put my finger on it, but viewers will know. Someone's definitely wanting to know why someone's attracted to them. Physical attraction, or somebody is concerned about someone who rushes in for that physical attraction and then they take off again. It's someone who's indecisive. I don't always see this. It's someone who's trying to be more decisive, but they're not really, because there's a lack of reciprocity. Yeah, so here we have possibly an energy of several people involved here, but you know, I feel this King of Wands energy is somebody who's kind of trying to figure something out. They're trying to figure out how they feel, or they're trying to figure out how to communicate to someone. This is someone here who is guarded. They're defensive. They're pushing someone away because they're being harsh or critical. Tell me about the blessing. Someone's apprehensive. Some kind of blessing in disguise. See, someone needs to figure out how they feel before they come rushing in. Because it's like somebody's coming in. They want to start something. They want that emotional fulfillment. And then they're not sure what they want. It almost feels like someone who kind of... The grass is always greener on the other side energy. And the Queen of Pentacles is, you know, is a person who... needs to feel safe and secure with somebody. They need to feel they're stable. This is someone who wants a stable partner. They want some kind of a commitment. So this could be an energy of, could be someone who was a little, like I say, the fear's there though with the moon, right? Or the confusion. But it has to do with this opportunity. Has to do with marriage commitment, because we have the Hierophant, justice, and so it has to do with a strong financial foundation. It has to do with a commitment. I feel like somebody doesn't want someone to get away here. They want to rush towards someone, but they're trying to figure out if someone has changed how they feel. Okay, that's what I feel. If they still feel the same, if there's love, or they're trying to figure out if somebody loves them. So, because I can see this person being strong and confident. So we got someone with some Leo energy, strong, confident, capable. Now it has to do with this Three of Cups. Now this could be an invitation, if somebody's wondering if they should give somebody an invitation or invite them to somewhere. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords. Sometimes the Queen of Swords isn't always negative, though. The Queen of Swords a lot of times is very witty, very charming, even very funny at times. Somebody who's got sometimes a dry sense of humor. But there we have. So it has to do with work. It has to do with building. Now, someone's not putting in the work, the effort. And the other person's doing all the giving and doing all the work. I feel like, this could happen in the workplace, too. This could be a work situation. There's definitely an energy of love, though, because I can see two people investing. See, it's someone waiting patiently for someone to invest, waiting patiently for love, waiting for somebody to say, you know, they want to know if someone has feelings. They want to know the truth because they keep rushing in and out. Yeah, somebody who this is someone who doesn't want someone to get away. They're worried they're going to start something else. And it's like there's energy of distance and communication. I don't know if there's someone who is at a distance. They live in another community. It's kind of, it's here, but I don't feel like it has a whole lot to do with this from what I'm seeing. But I feel like what we have is this person, you know, taming the beast, taming their passions, maybe even their temper. I feel like the Queen of Swords is trying to teach someone how they want to be treated right off the get-go here. Because it's almost like it starts in a hurry, but yet there's this lack of reciprocity. Someone doesn't want to keep giving. They don't want to keep doing all the work. Come to me right, or don't come to me. I'll put in some effort, you see. Because it takes two people to build. It takes two people to build a relationship. So... oh boy, when that Queen of Swords comes right up there with the Magician, it's like someone may be feeling manipulated, like they're being manipulated a little bit here, trying to get someone else to do all the work. But I'm going to tell you, this other person is related to this 7, all that sword energy. Yeah, see, this is someone trusting their intuition. That popped out when I was finished there. So this is someone who knows their inner wisdom. So they're trusting their intuition here. This is someone who already knows. There's some kind of a secret. I feel it's just a secret. Now, I don't know if it's a fear of commitment or someone rushing in because they're afraid somebody else is going to start something. So strong Leo energy here, I gotta tell you. So I feel like this person could be a Leo. They don't have to be. I mean, it could be in their chart or they're just coming in that way. So someone who likes attention. They come, they love attention. Leos love attention. But Leos are also very proud. They have a lot of pride. So I'm not really seeing it being a huge issue here, but it's definitely someone who's strong and confident about offering, offering somebody an invitation. I think this other person wants I think this is the person who's impatiently waiting for the other person to offer them something. So it would be you, Sag. They want something from you. They want you to offer them something, invite them over. But I feel like you may be in that Queen of Pentacles energy where you're kind of a little bit focused on your money, your house, your home, your financial foundation. But you definitely, the Queen of Pentacles likes a partner. So like I say, you might, have a little bit of fear here. You could be the one who has a fear of commitment, or you're seeing that this person does. Because you want to know the truth. Like, are you afraid to commit, or what's your problem, kind of thing. But, the High Priestess is about into me I see. Someone who's inner knowing, their inner wisdom, feeling someone's manipulating. The Mercury energy is communication. A lot of times. I don't know if something started during Mercury retrograde. Is that it? Sometimes that's why it's there. But there we go. See, someone lost control. They were trying to control something and they lost control. So it's someone trying to come back in and take control. You see, someone's trying to figure out how they feel. Trying to figure out how to come in and tell someone the truth. Now, I don't know if this is someone who was hiding something. They were actually in a relationship, married to somebody, or they have a fear of commitment. I feel like you already know with that sword, okay? I think it's more of a fear of commitment, but it is possible someone is actually in a relationship and they're coming in to speak the truth. But there's definitely a bond and a connection. Now, it's an energy of two people being just right, two people being right for each other, but it's about truth and success playing fair. It has to do with commitment. Yeah, see, somebody is definitely holding on. Now, this could be holding on to something from a past relationship, why somebody is afraid of committing. Could be somebody who's trying to protect their money. But it's almost like we have someone here who doesn't want to let go of somebody, but yet they rush in and out. They come in very quick, hasty before they think things through, or they say something that I feel gets you guarded. I feel like it's yourself kind of keeping someone at arm's length, but it could be them. It's a person who's keeping things close to their chest, you see, secretive, protecting themselves here. So there's some energy. You're going to pull back and look at this. You're probably seeing this different here. This is what Sag does. Just kind of, test it a little bit here and kind of pull back and look at it. There's something that doesn't maybe feel right. But, when I see Justice, the Lovers, and this, and then the Chariot here, I actually feel like there's something here. I feel like this person's just different than your usual type. I feel this is somebody, you have different temperaments. You're very much the same, yet you're very different. But I feel like it's an energy of trying something different, okay? Tempering the passions, tempering those emotions. Now, I don't know if someone has a temper here. I'm not really seeing it, but the Queen of Swords can have a bit of a temper. So someone might have lost their temper. I'm really feeling it's more like, because someone's holding on to something. They're refusing to budge. It could be someone, like I say, someone's trying to figure something out here too with that Seven of Wands energy. Yeah, it has to do with whether someone's compatible. It's about teaming up. See, it's about cooperating and compromising, going down this path together. So it's that age-old story. little bit of fear of commitment. I mean, it might even be yourself, or you're feel like somebody here is not giving to you because they're giving to somebody else, and they're rushing in and out here. But, you know, I feel like it's somebody who rushes to communicate. There's a lack of clarity, so it becomes confusing, and I see that too. Someone's hasty about something here to do with the way they communicate. So I'm feeling with that Three of Pentacles, there's going to be a need to temper those emotions, temper the words and that energy here, because I think this is someone who feels that, I feel like they want to come back around, but it has to do with whether someone feels the same. If somebody loves them, if they feel the same as they do. See, Seven of Pentacles, two people investing, waiting patiently for some kind of an answer here. This is insane energy. It doesn't maybe not look that way, but what I'm looking at here, it's like, wow. Yeah, somebody's communicating, making themselves very clear. Come in right or don't come in at all. Know what you want before you come in. And someone here is trying to figure that out. You see, trying to figure out their feelings. Or they're trying to figure out exactly how to do that. It could be, you know, really it could. How do you come in right? Like, what do I do? What am I going to do to communicate with somebody? You know, and so there's definitely a defensive energy here. You know, this is someone who's defensive, and someone, I feel the person sitting down is defensive. The other person's pointing something out, you know, being really critical. And that's why I feel that that energy, someone's, you know, so there's definitely a need for change and to temper that. It's not a you know, I mean, it's great when you need to defend yourself to be able to stand up and do that. But sometimes when you're like that, you can push somebody away. So, but I do feel with this King of Wands, somebody has lost control here. But I do think they're going to come in and take control. They're trying to figure something out. Someone's trying to take someone's power here. See, it's about being confident. Yeah, it's hard to get, you know, the Queen of Swords could be a pretty good adversary, I'll tell you. You don't want to make the Queen of Swords energy mad. It could be you, it could be them, or another person. It could also be advice from somebody. There we have, so there it is. Somebody's holding on to something here. Like I say, see, it has to do with cooperating and compromising. Because we have the Four of Pentacles and then we have the Three. So I feel like it has to do with someone releasing things that no longer serve them. See, some Aquarius energy here. Somebody needs to let go of something that no longer serves them. And it's this person who's out to sea, kind of drifting away, trying to figure out their feelings. To the sea. Ah, yeah. Someone's apprehensive. A little bit of shy, but there's some kind of a blessing in disguise here, which is interesting. Yeah, see, someone's going to, they're going to figure it out. There it is, the sword, the aha moment. It has to do with communicating clearly, being honest, open, expressing yourself clearly, knowing what you want before you start something. So yeah, in a nutshell. But yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of history here maybe between two people, but I actually feel this could work out. It's just, I feel like we got a person who takes a little bit longer to figure out how they feel. If they love somebody, we have somebody who moves a little faster. They want to know something right away. And the other person is like, well, it takes me a little longer to figure out how I feel. They're apprehensive. You know, and it could be an energy too where someone telling themselves stories in their head, because the King of Swords sometimes gets in their head. You see, it's also an energy of sometimes a person who makes excuses because they're not ready. They haven't really figured out how they feel yet. But it's definitely a person I feel who needs to let go of something they're holding on to, kind of stubborn, kind of refusing to budge, you know. So I feel this is something that could turn out okay. It's a blessing. I feel like it's a blessing. So if you did, could be someone even coming in to thank you. Quite honestly, this is how I feel now, because I feel it's gone through this energy, but somebody said something to someone about putting in the work and the effort because they trusted their intuition. So sometimes the Queen of Swords will say something to someone, and it's not because they're being harsh or critical. It's because they're trying to teach someone something, right? So I feel someone's having that little aha moment. They're getting it. And I feel it's more than likely this King of Swords here. It's time to cooperate and compromise and go down this path. It's about two people building each other up, not tearing each other down by pointing out each other's flaws, right? Picking at each other and pushing buttons, and it's all those things. Yeah. I feel this is something, there's been some learning here, the Hierophants here with the King and Queen of Swords. So it's a learning experience. Someone's trying to teach somebody how they want to be treated. And this person's doing the learning. It's a blessing. So you might even get someone that just said, I mean, it could even just be advice here. Somebody might just say thanks. They need to let go of something that doesn't serve them. And what is it? That controlling energy, by trying to be controlling, trying to control everything. Because they've lost control, because this is someone who takes their power back. So wow. I like this energy. This is quite the reading, the way this is turning out. So it is a blessing in disguise. Why? Because this person's learned something really valuable. And not only that, this person now knows their worth. This is someone who needed to learn to love themselves first. They may have been holding on to things that were keeping them stuck. They may have been holding on to things from a past relationship. So you see, sometimes the tarot will show you the whole story, and that's what I feel. This is really clear now. 5 minutes ago I was like, oh yeah, okay. I can see it, but it's not coming together. So there we go. I'm going to pull out one more card just because I feel, I kind of almost feel a little bit of pride for this person, because they're letting go of whatever this is, this habit, this thing that they do. You see, this rushing in, rushing out, not being sure what they want, becoming decisive. So it almost looks like, even if it is two people who have feelings, somebody is giving somebody advice or saying something to them out of love, even though it may have been a little critical. So it's about tempering that too, right? Tempering the word. So this is about the other half. This person being the other half here. The yin, the yang energy. This is the yin. I do see an energy of peace, making peace. So it could be an apology or a thank you. But it's an energy. This is ending peaceful. See, somebody is feeling definitely better. So I'm hoping, if this is a connection, a love connection, a relationship, I'm really hoping that this love is here, and that both people are going to invest and temper their words and learn to cooperate and compromise and learn to be patient with each other. Two cards of patience side by side. It's both people need to learn patience, I feel, for different reasons. So, wow. All right, you guys, I wish you the best on your journey to love. I don't know who's who for sure here, but definitely the patience, the compromise, and tempering the words. Yeah. See, sometimes people have different temperaments. It takes them longer to figure out how they feel. Some people are very reactionary. They're always in a hurry. They're in a rush to get their point across. And the other person needs a little time to kind of get into their head and figure out how they feel about a situation, whether it's a relationship, a business deal, something creative. So it's really that. And it can be that simple. So being patient with each other and cooperating and compromising and acknowledging. It needs to be acknowledged between two people. Somebody here, I do feel, as far as a relationship, love, and their emotions, someone's learned here through this process to love themselves first. But they're also an energy of somebody who's seeing the value in something somebody said. And it's taken them some time. Okay, it's taken them some time. So it was kind of meant to be. See, it's a blessing in disguise. Look at that. See, confirmation. I knew that was there. I love that card so much. So it's a blessing. And I feel it's fated. It was something that kind of needed to happen for these two people. So I do see peace. There's a little egg here, so there's something new that can develop out of this. But there it is. I feel someone's worried someone's going to rush away and start something new too. You have a person who's been a little bit of a journey here. So take care, you guys. I wish you the best, and we'll see you soon.